In the green and fragrant southern suburbs of Warsaw, on the old road to the town of Konstantin, lies the 17th century palace of Wilanów, home away from home for the storied Polish king Jan Sobieski. Just as in the past, citizens, travelers, and tourists journey to the outskirts of the capital, mimicking the behavior of Jan Sobieski himself, who often sought refuge in his palace. Yes, he was the hero of Vienna in 1683, the battle that prevented the Turkish invasion of Europe. This is one of the landmark occurrences in both Polish and European history. And this was the residence where Jan Sobieski came to reflect. This Latinate palace would be at home in Italy or France, perhaps particularly France, with its sculptured flower gardens, its invitingly relaxed facade, and its ornamental canal. Motifs paying homage to Roman and Greek myths adorn the facade of the palace itself, as well as the gardens. It's a pleasant place to relax and reflect. You can see why King Jan Sobieski had it built for this purpose, which it serves remarkably. Go there yourself when you're in Warsaw. You will not be disappointed, as these programs will show. This is the palace, not just of a king, but of a great king. In fact, Jan Sobieski is one of the seminal figures in European history, and this palace perfectly reflects the mind of that very special individual. Okay, folks, welcome back. A lot of the sculptures, paintings, and other things that were done, ornamentation that was done in these palaces, was to tell a story. And we had a great story in the last installment, but now we're going to tell you another story involving these seemingly innocent ornamental statues. Seemingly. Because there is something going on here. There's a very vital story, and this would have meant something to people at the time when they saw the statues. Arthur, take it away.
I will.
Please do.
I will.
Please do. Please
So
do.
see, that's you when you are a kid, and there's your mother.
Yeah.
You are taking advantage first of your parents, but you don't realize that. So this is how your life begins.
Because you're riding on your mother.
Yes, exactly.
Back.
Exactly. And then your life continues. So look, you meet another person, even though you are already adult, then these sculptures are presenting children. So that's the fun part, that they are still children, but you meet another person. Can you see? You want to get to know another person, but another person, hey, wait a second, hold your horses. But then after some time, let's take a closer look what they are doing over there. See, they are kissing.
So you're growing up. So you're graduating from basic initial social relationships to graduating to a sexual relationship. That's really what's represented here, right?
Okay, so I like your straight to the point conversations, and but yes, you are growing up.
Yeah.
Things are changing in your lives, and all our lives.
And looking for a partner in some sense.
Yes, look, these sculptures once again give us reasons for conversations.
Right.
So let's take a look what happens next.
Okay.
And let's ask ourselves a question if such things didn't happen in our lives before. So, Micho, have you ever met a boy and you were thinking something about this boy and then this boy turned out to be a totally different person than you thought?
The proper answer would be yes. That was very long.
I will not go any deeper into this story.
In other words, the idea of the next statue is you're not always sure what you're dealing with, and people change also once you know them, right?
Yeah.
They can do. Yeah.
This boy has a mask right in here, and the mask is presented to this another person, and another person is afraid of that mask.
Yeah, because what is the mask? The mask, as we can see, is the head of a dog or a wolf or some A fox? Some kind of animal
fox,
like
yeah.
that. Maybe it's a fox.
Yeah.
You think it's a fox?
Yeah, I
Looks
think
like a
so.
fox, doesn't it?
It looks like a dog.
Okay, it looks like a dog. I don't know. It's a dog. It's a fox.
But
it's a
also
wolf.
this dog.
It's not an elephant, folks.
This dog, can you see? Can you see his mouth? It's like
Yeah.
making you afraid. So you make a face.
Well, he's afraid.
He
or she.
He or she, exactly.
Yeah.
And they are afraid. And look what happens next. Then they fight.
Ah, so this creates, the fear becomes anger.
And isn't
Yeah.
this scene of the fight presented in an amazing way?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a female and a male.
Maybe it's a female and male, maybe it's a male and female. That's the story of our lives. So that's the continuation. But how does it end? Look, it ends that you are taken advantage of. Remember how our story began?
Yeah, the story began with you
Taking advantage
taking advantage of
unconsciously.
your mother, yeah?
Exactly.
You ride on your parents' backs. That's the point.
And this
Ask
is-
any millennial.
Yes, exactly. And this is how the situation
Arthur.
turns.
Sorry, Arthur.
Once again,
I said ask any millennial. Sorry,
Ask.
but not except you. I wasn't talking about you.
okay,
Yeah, I wanted to make that clear
okay,
because you do your own thing.
okay.
But a lot of
Okay, okay.
but a lot of people would ride on the on the backs, and then your kid rides on your back, right?
Circulation of
That's the
Polish
point.
history, circulation of our own lives is represented by the ornamentation that we can see on the palace and the sculptures that we can see outside the palace.
These are all about life cycles because
Exactly.
they're very concerned with the story of birth, growth, and death because these were obsessions at a time. People forget that medicine wasn't always like it is now. And
Exactly.
these were obsessions of the time. The obsession with having children to have a legacy, with surviving illness and childbirth and illness and other things, war, poverty, all kinds of things, right? And then the approach of the end, and then how you would face that, right? So all of these, even those frescoes we see over there on the back of these statues, they're all representing exactly the nice story that you just told. The cycle. Was it the circle of life? No, it sounds like the Lion
story?
King.
Was it the nice story?
It sounds like the Lion King.
That was just the real story.
Yeah,
And
It's a story anyone
hopefully
can relate
our
to.
king had such reasons for conversations when he was inviting in here guests from all around Poland, Europe. He was a traveler himself. He collected his education all around Europe. He visited another European countries. In the days of the king, Polish man was speaking fluent Italian. And then when he was going to a regular Italian bar, when the bartender got to know that it's a Polish guy, the first beer was on the house. Just because you won all of these battles, then the first beer is on the house. So this is how Polish man was greeted in an Italian bar in 17th century.
Yeah, but people seem to have forgotten that.
Yes, maybe I think that maybe 50 years ago, in communist days, if such Polish guy went to such an Italian bar, everyone would check if their wallets are still there in their pockets at the beginning. So that's the circulation of Polish history I wanted to tell you about.
It's a cycle of history. Hey, come on, I got an idea. Follow me.